Alright, so you just got your first performance car, 350Z, El Camino, G37, BRZ, it doesn't matter. For the first time in your life, you've got something cool to drive that isn't your dad's old pickup. And trust me, no matter what you tell your insurance, you're going to push it to the limit every once in a while. And I get it, the insurance charges you like a lawbreaker, so you might as well be a lawbreaker. It's a stage for almost every single car enthusiast, but there's a right way and a wrong way to enjoy your car. We're going to go over some of the wrong ways, as well as talk about some alternatives. Here's how you can enjoy your car without being a massive douche. Number 1, exhaust. Look, I'm the first one to say that when I was a teenager, I loved myself some straight pipes. In fact, it was actually the first mod I did because in my brain, straight pipes equaled fast car. But as someone that ran straight pipes until my early 20s, let me tell you, it gets old fast. The minute you're actually tuning your car and you have to listen to the motor, all of a sudden those straight pipes are more frustrating than anything else. In fact, let's do a quick cost-benefit analysis of straight pipes. Let's start with the negatives that I ran into when I had straights. Okay, so what we got is possible to diagnose certain engine issues, can't talk to your passenger, can't listen to music, can't go through drive-thrus, your neighbors will key your car, if you're a younger person you can't sneak out, can't drive with a hangover, a huge amount of attention from cops, and probably a few others I've forgotten about. Positives.
Hooray, score.
Look, I still love a good straight pipe, especially on a small block Chevy, and I know that a lot of the young guys do this because dropping a few thousand on an exhaust system is absolutely out of reach for most teenagers. But something that a lot of young guys don't learn about until later are these awesome things called exhaust cutouts. Now, these are of course a bit more expensive than putting some straights on there, about $300 for a dual exhaust system before installation. But trust me when I say these things are life-changing. No matter how much you love your car, there are times that call for being quiet. Nobody likes the guys with open headers at a graveyard. But with cutouts, all of a sudden those problems go away. Pretty much all of the cons of straight pipes are thrown out the window when you can open and close them at a moment's notice, so I recommend them over straight pipes every time. Plus, if you put them behind the headers, they're even louder. Number 2, street racing. Look, there's nothing more annoying than when you're watching Instagram videos of some dude racing alone at night and some Karen starts screaming at them to take it to the track. Tracks are expensive. A single day of racing at Laguna Seca is about $300, not counting track day insurance, fuel, tires, and more. The much cheaper alternative is autocross at about $30 for an event, and even then, some people can't afford that on a whim, plus you need to wait for an event, and in some areas the closest one's a couple hours away. That leaves street racing. While I formally say here you shouldn't do it, there are gonna be a few times you're not gonna listen to me. So, here's the secret. Don't do it around randoms. You'd really think that I don't have to say, hey, don't commit a dangerous crime around random people in broad daylight, yet here I am. All over Instagram, you see idiots doing things like cutting traffic, takeovers, racing through neighborhoods, and more. These are the people that lawmakers are thinking about. These people are the reason why the police have been cracking down on anybody with a modified car. I'm not saying you can't race your car ever, I get it. Going fast is a lot of fun, but good lord, take the time to find an empty road at the outskirts of town. It's safer for everybody involved, there's no pedestrians, cops are less likely to come after you, and if they do, usually you can see them coming a lot sooner. There's nobody around for you to bother, there's nobody around to call the cops. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, takeover culture. Now, unlike a lot of car influencers, I can absolutely see how this would be fun. I've seen a couple donut boxes in my times, and the pounding music, scream of the tires, the burnt rubber smell, it's totally addicting and fun. But don't do it in the city. That's stupid, not even just for the legal reasons. It's a four-way intersection. Cops can set a trap for you blocks away, and they're absolutely going to lay down the law even if you're just watching. Again, go to the outskirts of town. There are tons of abandoned parking lots that have a lot better exit areas. You just need a look. And don't even get me started on cutting. Hot take, but this is probably the stupidest one of them all, even more than the takeovers. Yeah, I'm gonna go over 100 miles per hour zipping in and out of traffic. I see no way this can go wrong. Let me say this one time. It does not matter if you're the best driver in the world, because A, no, you're probably not, and B through Z, Max Verstappen himself could be in the driver's seat, and I'd still think he's an idiot for doing it, for two reasons. One, there are tons of witnesses around ready to report you. Yeah, maybe they can't prove it was you in the driver's seat, but your car's going to be confiscated by the police. You don't even have to be found guilty for them to take it. If it's seen at the crime, they can make it theirs. It's messed up, but that's how it works. The second, much more serious reason is the fact that you can't control how other drivers are going to react. If there's a mom with her 3 kids in the back and you cut her off, causing her to overcorrect and she crashes, and she and all of her kids die, you will be held responsible. It doesn't matter that her overreaction is what caused the crash, because the jury can always make the case that she wouldn't have overcorrected if you weren't racing. Depending on how many people are in the crash, you can possibly die in prison. Think before you do something as stupid as that. Okay, that got a bit serious. I didn't expect myself to get that pumped up this early. Let's dial things back a little bit. Number 3, stats. Look, we all love our cars and we all have a bit of an allegiance to our brand. I'm a Buick fanboy. I kiss the ground my car drives on. But arguing stats is pointless. In this day and age, literally any car can be made fast. V6, V8, straight 6, 4-banger, V12. We've reached a time where we know what works for each setup and how to get 1,000 horsepower from it. If you're somebody who mods your car, it does not matter where you start from. I've seen a smart car do a wheelie. I've seen a V8 lose to a 4-banger. Literally all that matters now is the modding. The only people that really care about stats are the people that don't have a car. If you actually crawl out from that comment section and talk to real human beings, you'll find that, look, we're all just out here trying to have a good time and go fast. The more different a car is, the more interesting to me. If I go to a car meet and I see 4 1,000 horsepower Supras, I'm going to walk by and be like, yeah, okay. But if I see a Prius with a giant turbo in the passenger seat, guess which car everybody's going to be freaking out about? It does not matter where you start from. All that matters is that you make it yours. Nobody likes the stat guy. Plus, it's genuinely hilarious seeing cars that weren't made to go fast becoming super fast. It's the best. Number 4, alright, this is less about being a douche and more about an older car enthusiast talking to a younger one. If it's your daily, don't try to make it a race car. I know the urge to drop 100 pounds by removing the interior is tempting, but don't give in to that. That's the devil. You're not going to feel the difference, and your car is just not going to be enjoyable to drive. I'd actually go as far to say that this will make you much more likely to hate modding cars. You're miserable, you're hearing everything on the road, you're boiling because you removed the AC, all to go maybe half a second faster. Race cars are stripped down because they have one purpose and one purpose only, to race. They are not driving to work. They are not making target runs, they are made to race, then sit on a trailer until the next time. That is not your daily driver's purpose. Nobody will want to ride with you. A girl will not want to sit in a hot car with metal floors. In fact, to people that don't really know why you'd remove it, it makes you look like a bum. I'm not saying you can't mod your engine. It's a ton of fun to do that, and getting a little bit of power is exhilarating. I'm just saying that speed isn't everything. Race only car? Strip it down, get that quarter-mile time faster. Street strip? Keep your interior, or at least make it a quick release system. I've seen guys that have everything attached by buttons. Best of both worlds. Number 5, the last one. Realize that not everybody has the same goal as you. Now, a lot of young guys want to go fast, me included. That's why I threw a 496 into my Skylark. I want to pick those wheels up.
Have a Coke can if you please, eh?
I don't know why I did a 20s voice. But that doesn't mean that everybody into cars wants to join the 200-mile-per-hour club. You got rock crawlers, lowriders, cruisers, show queens, and tons more whose love for these vehicles isn't associated with speed. My grandfather's one of these people. He has a car collection of cars he's restored. The fastest one probably has about 250 horsepower. Why? Because he wants to step into a car that feels like it just rolled off the factory line in 1958. He doesn't care about going fast, he's too busy driving a time capsule. Then you got your lowriders. Some of them don't even drive their car anywhere but a trailer. They view the cars as a canvas and themselves as the artist. They don't care 1 ounce about speed. And then some kid comes up and says, my VQ could beat that. And he doesn't even realize that he's the idiot that completely missed the point. Realize the world is bigger than between your ears. We mock the Teslas with the overused microwave comment, and then turn around and mock other cars the exact same way. It's ridiculous. Anyways, that about wraps things up on how to be a car enthusiast without being a massive douche. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. I try to post every other week, so tune in when you can. Peace.